Just like a holster is critical if you're shooting a pistol, a sling is really critical when you're using a rifle. Hello everyone, I'm Mark Thomas from the National Shooting Sports Foundation, and today I am with certified instructor Bob Whaley at Gunsite, the world famous shooting academy and range. And today we're going to talk about slings. You may think that's an optional piece of equipment, but it really isn't. Now Bob, today we're talking about an AR-15 platform, which is a modern sporting rifle, and we should point out that the magazines are out, our safeties are on, and the chambers are open. But let's talk a little bit about the slings, the differences in slings, what you look for in a sling, and really, you know, this isn't an optional piece of equipment. No. It's something you really need.
If you're going to carry this weapon system, basically the sling takes the place of a holster for a pistol and allows us to carry and deploy these things safely.
Now, all slings aren't created equal. There are different types. So tell us, we've got a couple of different examples here, and you can talk about a couple.
Sure. First example I have here is a single point sling. It has a single attachment point to the rifle. When I deploy this and I load it up, basically I put the sling across the strong side shoulder or the shooting side shoulder, and you can see when it's in place, you have a lot of mobility to the rifle. I can switch shoulders if I want to, if I want to shoot with the support side, whatever I want to do.
It's also in a really good position to go right up to your shoulder and not have to move your head very much.
Exactly. Disadvantage though is it only has a single point of attachment here. So there can be a lot of movement in the rifle if I need to perform tasks. And you can see that if I'm not careful about what I'm doing, I can start crossing body points here that probably not a good thing to do.
It's always safety first.
Exactly, exactly. But it is a very viable system. This particular one is homemade. I didn't like what I had or could find out on the market, so I made my own. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it. This is 1-inch climbing webbing, some sliders and buckles. I made a number of these for my son and some of his mates when they were deployed over in Afghanistan with the 173rd Airborne Brigade, and they carried these for a full year very successfully while they were deployed.
Now that's a single point sling. This is a completely different one.
Exactly.
Why don't you explain a little bit about this one and the advantages and disadvantages of that one?
Now this is a 2-point sling. You can see, obviously, it's attached to the rifle in 2 different positions. Again, load it up, put it over the strong side or shooting side shoulder. And what you see, of course, you have a little bit more stability in the rifle, not as much sweep and swing to it. And also from the way it's angled here, it's outside my foot a little bit more than with the single point. The advantage to this particular sling, which is a commercial sling manufactured by Viking Tactics, is it is easily adjustable. I can cinch this system up so that the rifle is held close to my body. Now I can perform tasks, deal with obstacles and other problems, and I don't have a lot of movement to this rifle. Then all I need to do is simply grab the tab, pull, and I'm back up. I can shoulder the weapon, go back to work, and deal with any threat that I may have.
Now these are only 2 types of slings. What are some of the other kind of carries that you might be able to take a look for?
You have 3-point attachments. You can have simple carry slings, other commercial sporting type slings that carry the rifles around. So there's any number out there depending on what your mission is for carrying the weapon, and then what your comfort level is and just what you like. So as long as you have something that can secure the weapon.
So it's really whatever type of use you're going to use for your modern sporting rifle, that's the kind of sling that you really should get with.
Exactly.
What are the safety features on something like this? Because like we said, you know, it kind of keeps you into the body, but really it is a safety feature of the rifle.
It is a safety feature, and again, this is the equivalent of a holster for your pistol. This is basically the carbine's holster. It allows me to know where this weapon is, what its condition is at all times. I can move around and do things. I don't have to lay the weapon down. I don't have to separate myself from this weapon. I can maintain control of it, ensure the safety of the weapon as I move around and do what I need to do.
Bob, thanks. It's really obvious that a sling is much more than just an accessory or a comfort item. We really appreciate your tips. Are you looking for a place to shoot and maybe zero in your rifle? Go ahead and take a look at our website at nssf.org. And remember, safety depends on you.